Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play PC Building Simulator. If you saw the last episode, we go ahead and turn the lights on here real quick. We ordered some parts for another new computer. We're gonna go ahead and pick these parts up right here. There's the new case that we've got. Awesome case. Go ahead and just drop it over here. That's gonna be fine. And yeah, let's go ahead and put this new computer together. It's actually gonna be a computer for, let's see here. Did I not actually take the contract? I might not have actually taken it. I got so excited about buying the parts. Let's see here. Which one was it? Nope, I did not take it. Well, except you. Go to the whiteboard, grab your little sticker, and let's get to building your PC. Let's go ahead and install the motherboard, which was this gigabyte over here. Pretty small little motherboard, but I think it'll do the trick. He's not asking for a very high 3D Mark score, so I think we're going to be just fine. We only got one stick of RAM. So go ahead and drop that in real quick. Why not? There's that. Let's go ahead and open that up. Go ahead and drop in the processor. I think we're going to use this 1300X. Yes. I mean, the 1700 would be amazing, but way more than he needs and way too expensive. All right, drop that in there. He also got a cooler, so we're going to drop this out of here. You got this all-in-one here. Why is... So does it really not fit? Well, then why does he need an all-in-one if we don't have one yet? Or am I missing something? Did I forget to install something? Why is it not fitting here? Let's see if we can take this stuff off the front. Maybe it'll still fit. Definitely does not fit. What am I missing? Why does this not fit? I didn't think it said anything specifically about Intel, did it? Maybe it did, and I was just blind. I know it'll fit in the case. I don't feel like it says anything about the socket, so I just assumed it would fit. Why would it not say the socket if it doesn't fit? That is strange. Oh, there we go. I didn't know you could actually click on these. It still doesn't say the socket, though. I didn't know you could click on these. I've never clicked on these to see more information. Wow. Well, that's just fascinating. So I don't know what the problem is then. That's really cool. There's a lot more information here. That's the Cabby Lake. That's not what I want. Which one did I get? I got this amp 4 one here. Yeah, I don't know why this isn't fitting. Like, I'm not seeing anything specific here. And usually it doesn't ask you for something unless you can already like get that type of component. So I honestly don't know why that didn't fit, especially since he says he's an AMD fanboy. I honestly don't know what I'm missing. That is weird. Why do you not... Am I like I'm not doing something stupid, am I? I probably am. Wouldn't be surprised. Oh my goodness. Feel free to yell at me. I hope you guys were yelling at me because it's this AMD one. I always miss it on the AMD. The Intel, I can see it because the Intel actually has a little thing that covers it. But the AMD is this little stick right here that you lower down to lock that in. And it was there, but it was so small from the angle that I was looking at, I couldn't see it. So I was like, no way, this thing should have told me. All right, we will continue to go ahead and install this on the back. I think I still like that idea. I'm not going to bother putting one on the front right now. If I had an extra 140, I probably would, but well, I could probably put, let's see here. Because these 120s won't fit, will they? Oh, no, they will. They'll fit. Never mind. I'll go ahead and put that in there. And that'll work. I mean, it looks a little goofy, but it's fine. All right, so that's all that. I got the memory. We got. Let's get the. Get the hard drive down there. Come on, click. Did I just freeze up? Did my computer freeze up or the game freeze up? Looks like the game froze up. All right, bear with me for a second. I think it's just the game crashing. Wait, which of my PCs is crashing? The one in the game or the one in real life? I think it's the one in the game. Let's see here. Come on. Not responding. All right, well, I'm going to put a very quick, brief cut in there, and we will be right back with you. For you guys, it will be instantaneous. 1 second. All right, and we are back. I had to redo a little bit of the build here because it started me at the beginning of the day again, but that's okay. I got it back to where we were. We were about to select the storage. Thankfully, it did not crash this time. And let's see here. It's going to pull you out of there. How big is the graphics card that we got? We're just going to use whatever good new one we have here that will do the job. We'll use this 960, I think. Yeah, it's going to be fine. And it's going to take up 2 slots. $960. All right. Oh, and I've got to install the power supply. Power supply. Grab this 550 over here. I guess I could see real quick. Nah, that's fine. I was going to see what the power supply ratings for the graphics card are. Surely this is enough. I mean, come on. 550s. I mean, don't get me wrong. I have like, I think 800 or something like that in the power supply I have now. So I tend to go a little bit over when I build my own personal computers for whatever random silly reason. You know, more power, all that stuff. But I think 550 should be plenty. What am I looking for? I'm looking for cables. I don't think he had a color specification, did he? Let's see. It's this one down. Is it this one? Yes. No colors. So we'll just keep using the black. I think it's going to be fine. Mostly because I've already got it plugged in there. Come on. Let's grab you, plug you there. Come on. All right, I think that is everything. So let's make sure we put the USB drive in place. Come on, click. I feel like I'm getting some weird click latency. I'm sure it's just me trying to go too fast. See if we can get a Windows or an Omega system install here. All right, we got that, and we do need to install 3D Mark for sure. Was there something else he needed? I mean, he talks about overclocking. I'm wondering if he actually wants me to do some overclocking. I'm not going to restart yet. I'm actually, you know what? I might overclock it just a little bit. We'll go ahead and install the overclock component. See if we can get away with that. We'll go ahead and restart now. I will go ahead and jump into the BIOS, which is something you guys haven't seen yet, so this is going to be kind of cool. Let's see, F2. Hold F2 to enter the BIOS. All right, here we are in the BIOS. Let's go to the CPU overclocking, and probably could just turn on that for now to make sure the memory's maxed out. Honestly, I don't know that we need to go that high on the CPU, to be honest. We will probably just, let's see if we can get, I don't know, 4 gigs out of this thing without changing the voltage or anything like that. A small overclock, just to say that we did it. I think it's fine. We'll go ahead and apply the changes and restart. And the way the benchmarking thing works is we can run this little over OCCT. Now, thankfully, we do not have to run this like for 48 hours or some insanity to make sure it locks in. It just runs it through pretty quickly. Obviously, you can see here 30 seconds, and we'll know really quickly, which I think is fine. From a game standpoint, oh, no, that crashed. Do we want to bother, just trying to up the voltage a little bit, or just come back down on the clock a little bit? Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't hit the right button. Come on. I may just come down on the clock a little bit. I'm sure the temperature is going to be fine, though. We might be able to afford a little bit of voltage. Normally, I would only do it by like a small step and then test, but hey, let's yellow it a little bit, right? Now, going up on the voltage means that, maybe the power supply is not going to be good enough. Who knows? Number of things. CPU temp, I think, should be fine. We're the liquid cooling, I think, is going to be okay. Yeah, we're still blue screening. We'll go up to the maximum suggested voltage of 1.5 for now. If that doesn't work, we'll just come back down on the clock. Although we could probably handle more voltage again because we are handling the temperature pretty well, I think. A little bit of trial and error here. Oh, the temperature's starting to spike up to 90. 90 is a bit high. 90 is a bit high. A bit on the high side, if I must be honest. But it's passing. Do we want to bring that down a little bit? I wonder. It might be a good idea to bring that down just a smidge. What we might do is see if we can bring the voltage down a little bit. And see if that's enough. Because the voltage, if we bring that down a little bit, that should draw up the heat a little bit. If it can handle it. Did I do a half step already? I can't remember if I did a half step here. 1.45. I'm not sure. We'll see. Does that actually show us a change there? Oh, wrong button. It actually does. It looks like the temperature here is actually going up and down a little bit there as well. We'll see if if it can sustain that. If not, I may at that point just bring the clock down a little bit because I think it's a little really right on the line of how hot we would want this thing to get, like at peak. And I think we probably prefer it to go a little bit under 90. Still right at 90. I'm drawing a pretty big chunk of power as well. Ship it. It's done, right? I mean, come on. No, nobody's ever going to actually send me the real computer in real life to build at this point. Let's go ahead and 3D mark. See if we can get through a 3D mark. If we can't, it might crash on this, actually. We're going to let that run for a minute. I am going to check something real quick. The, what was the graphics card we put in here again? It's the GTX 960 Gaming 4G. GTX 960 Gaming 4G. I think it was just this regular one. Because I wanted to see if it told us what the power draw on this is. Doesn't say. I don't see anything about the power draw. Is it over here maybe? Wattage 120. Okay, so 120. Our CPU was getting about 280 at its peak there for a second. So that gives us up to 400. That still gives 150 watts for the rest of the computer components, which should be enough. I don't know. We'll find out. If it gets through the 3D Mark benchmark, I think we're actually okay. I guess I don't have any computers out there. What else did I have in here that I needed to work on? I have several computers in here that I needed to fix. You needed a whole bunch of stuff. shakygirlvehicles.gov. Let's pick you up and see what... Were you the one that like needed a specific motherboard? I think we already had grabbed. I think you... Maybe not. Maybe we already did something with your stuff. What was your processor? AMD Ryzen 5 quad-core 1400. So which motherboard would have been yours? This A320 maybe? Well, we gotta use one of those if that's the one it was. Does she have a problem with used components? Shaky girl. Don't try and pass off any used parts. Okay, fine. All right. So she most likely was this Fortune X. A320M Fortune X. Come on. Oh, it's down here. I always forget the one that's in the tab there. $320. Come on. Trying to go too fast. It's not getting me A320M Fortune X. Yeah, because I got to use one. I got a broken one. We'll add one to our cart. 2340. Is that? That's actually lower than he wanted, isn't it? Where's your sticker? Oh, this is the guy that I haven't. When my game crashed, I never actually grabbed the sticker for him. Let's see, which guy was that? That was. Wait a minute. Did I not? Oh, I must have gotten pushed back even further than I realized. Maybe? Oh, no, because this thing, there was something about this one that we didn't have the right processor for that one. That's right. Okay, for here we need to accept you. You come over here to the whiteboard, grab your sticker, drop you there. And no, 2323. We're good. Barely. It's not that good. Graphics was just terrible. Honestly, this graphics card is just not that great. But hey, it saves us one that we have to buy. And I think that was all he needed to see. Let's shut you down. Come back over here. Yeah, I think we're within his price range, right? Yep. Yeah, we still actually got a little bit of a cushion. We could have gotten him a slightly better graphics card. But that's okay. We'll go ahead and install PC parts, PC lock. Oh, come on. Remove. I'm glad that the automatic cables go in there, but sometimes it's annoying because it actually, I'm like, I'm not ready for it yet. Let me put the back panel on this thing first. All right, there we go. Now we got a PC we can hand out. Probably not my greatest work. It was a little bit of a rush job, but he should be happy. Look at that. He's happy. Maybe the fact that they mentioned overclocking means that they would like to see just a smidge of overclocking, or at least maybe they would at least like the software for overclocking on there so that they can do their own overclocking. Maybe that's all it was. Maybe just the software on there was enough. Whatever the case is, we got a 5-star rating off that. I'm pretty happy. What was I just saying? Oh, that's right. We just ordered your motherboard. Excuse me, yawning for a second there. Apologies. And then who was else that was it that needed? This is the guy that needed the better CPU, right? Yes, because you have that. Okay, yeah. This is the new PC that had the better CPU. Okay, so I did get the 6700K. Come on, where's the little cable? Which does mean we're going to go, what did I say, like down to 1 stick of RAM, I think. Which should be okay. CPU processor. 6,700K. Unless it really just makes me use an AMD because the minimum recommendations say AMD. I don't think that's the case. Man, I'm actually yawning a lot right now. I apologize. I don't think that's the case. I think we're still going to be okay. So, grab you, drop you on there. Cable that up. That should be good. And then we need to remove one of the sticks of RAM. No big deal. Definitely will work for Hearthstone. Cool. All right. Powered on. Will it run? Hearthstone. Yep, we're good. So yeah, it was just, the rating was just a little bit below the 1400, which is fair. I made an assumption without actually looking at it. All right, let's go ahead and run the benchmark. Let that go. And you are waiting for a motherboard. So we're going to drop you back in here. Anybody else in here that's good to go? These I think I need to do a little bit more investigating on because they needed some really high 3D Mark scores, if I remember right. Like you needed a 4171. I actually gave him two graphics cards too, but it still just wasn't quite enough. So we got to figure out something with this guy. Yeah, we gave him a Radeon. We gave him, excuse me, gave him an extra 8 gigs of RAM. Gave him a new, I gave him a new motherboard that could support the extra video card. Because I thought that would help him out a lot. Because I think his graphics score was one of the lower scores of the two. But, you know, it is what it is. It still wasn't quite enough. We're at 3876, so we still got a little ways to go. What other options do we have? Maybe jumping up to faster RAM. Maybe jumping into some overclocking. I can, now that I can do all-in-ones, I feel a bit more comfortable doing some overclocking. So that's a possibility. You know what? Actually, what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and turn you on. What am I missing? Why won't you come on? Oh, you don't have your power supply. Was that what it was? I think I was worried that the power supply was too low. So did I buy you a new power supply yet? I don't remember. Let's plug this thing in here, see what it does. See if it's enough. These things actually not need external power supplies. That's interesting. That's literally all the power we got to plug in for this thing. That's a little peculiar. Unexpected. All right, we'll go ahead and turn you on. Did I give you a hard drive? Yeah, you got one under there, don't you? Yeah. All right, so it's funny too. You get some of these guys that have computers already that got. You can't actually look at these, but it's funny to see that they're there. Let's go look at 3D Mark. We'll get that running. How are you looking over here? I don't think we needed a specific score. I think we just needed the presence of 3D Mark to get credit for it. Pretty good score though, 3559. That is a respectable score, and definitely will play some Hearthstone. In fact, it should be able to play World of Warcraft if you wanted to. PC parts. We'll go ahead and do the lock. Come on. Lock. We'll go ahead and do the PC mount, or the fan mount, I should say. Or the power supply mount. And the side panel. Let's go. That is for M. Wogan. M. Wogan. Collect. Come on. 5 stars. There we go. That's what we needed to see. Some 5 stars. And we're actually in the positive side of the money thing. That is good to see. All right. I'm going to check this 3D Mark score real quick. Oh, it crashed out. That's right. That's what was happening. It was crashing on me. Which could be a power supply issue because we do have 2 graphics cards in there. What is the price right now that we're at? We got 35 bucks remaining. What is the most powerful power supply that we can grab? Because those are what? What graphics cards are those? These are R9 290s. R9 290s. Actually, 290 is pretty low, but R9 290 GR8s. 275 watts, and I've got 2 of them. So that's 550 watts right there. Yeah, we're going to have a power supply issue. 600 watts is the best I can do. Well, then I don't think 2 graphics cards going to solve your problem, sir. We're going to have to figure out something else for that. Well, that'll be for my own time. Or next time if I decide to continue the series for any reason. If people do in fact like this. I'll go ahead and stash you away for right now. We'll figure you out later. But hopefully you enjoyed a little bit of a look-see into PC Building Simulator. I enjoy it. I think it's awesome. I think it's a lot of fun. Especially since I'm currently waiting for a PC to get sent to me, that I decided to order one through a PC builder because I was going to go full on out, custom liquid cooling. And, I know how to build a PC, but I didn't really want to mess with liquid cooling myself. Plus, if I get them to do it and they overclock and stuff like that, it's still under their warranty. So if anything happens, then it's their problem. You know what I mean? So I decided to go ahead and buy it from another company, and it is going to be a beast system. And I will give you guys an update of what that system is when it comes in. But I already said water cooling, 2080 Ti, and 9900 processor. So yeah, 9900, I guess K, right? Yeah. So yeah. Pretty beast system, full overclock, full liquid cooling, and I'll definitely give you guys, hopefully, maybe I'll do an opening video for it when that comes in, because, I'm kind of in the PC mood right now with all this PC building we've been doing. Hopefully you've enjoyed this. If you have, please continue to like these, and hopefully you enjoy this little Let's Try. I'm probably not going to do a Let's Review on this one, like I have for some of the other Let's Tries I've done. I think me speaking through it is enough of a thumbs up that I do like this game. I think it's a lot of fun. It's a niche game. Either like them or you don't. But I think if people like building their own PCs, I think this fits that vein. Thank you again for watching. I hope you join me again next time. Goodbye.